everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Chiefs going up against the Titans. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. A first down throw for Mariota. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delanie Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a safety run. Parker there to make the tackle. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, Mariota. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, 34 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamaal Charles. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses. and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
In motion, Hill. Here's Smith now on second down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Smith. And Conley's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So third and medium here, 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, it's Charles again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
To throw on second down is Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They run it. It's Charles. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Out come the Titans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Mariota now from the 50. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenneth Acker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'll have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Funchess with a catch over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They come out here in the eye. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mariota now to throw on first down. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Mariota now on second down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Devin Funchess, 28 yards. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Macklin, the man in motion right. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
receivers to the left, one to the right. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. Oh, look at the juke. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They come out here in the eye, and he motions the wide receiver. To throw on second down is Smith. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Charles the low setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up. Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time, but the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Smith now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Smith, buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run again with Ware. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around. Actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Derek Johnson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll move him back within 6 now. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air. Smith on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Back now in Nashville. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down, here's Smith. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Going underneath for Charles. And taken down, but not before a beautiful little hurdle. Sometimes it can be dangerous there. It earned him the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run now with Ware. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Antoine Blake, the corner, in on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is the fullback, Sherman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Able to find Harris, complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. They run it here. Where? That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. In motion, Hill. Ball on the 3, third down and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now receiver in motion left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A first down throw for Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter, punch.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. On the run, it's Ware. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get 1 more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Now Mariota. Flushed out right. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. First down, Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Mariota again. Caught left side by Funchess. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the back goes into motion. Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Mariota now on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.